Welcome to the installation of the model 131, which is a racing car. Now before we start assembling the parts together, make sure you separate out all the screws in properly. Now let's start here. As you can see in the front, we got 4 silver cap, which is for the wheel later on, and associate come together with that would be this screw here, which is the M665. Make sure you measure it properly. So 4 of the long one, which is a 65 long, and then over here we also got 28 of the 50mm long screw as well, and then over here we also got 4 of the 40mm long screw and the locking nuts on this side there. Okay, make sure you sorted out all the parts according to sizes before we start the procedure. Now as you can see here on the side there, if you can line up the left and the right panel, which is the item number 1 and number 2 accordingly. Now as you can see in the middle there is actually 5 steel rod, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now this to hold these 2 panels together, first we're using the 50mm screw to put it on the panel there. So put 1 there, 2, 3, 4 and 5 accordingly, and join to the other side. Now while you do that, make sure you put in only in the position only, and then you tighten up the screw using the panel that is you got for the wing to align it vertically. And the usual practice is to put it on top like that. Make sure it's actually even and balanced, and push in like that, and then tightly screw in the screw in like so. Now we've tied it in with a 50mm screw and tightly put it in. Okay, and we do for the following of the 5 steel rod. Now next, as you can see, there's 3 pieces of plate here. The biggest one, which is a plate item number 3, and then we got 2 there, which is item number 5, and also the wing top as well. Now before we proceed putting in, as you can see there are holes there. Now we're using this locking screw there as this one here, and we put in 1, 2 and then 3 and then 4, 5 and then 6, and we do the same also for the 2 panel, 2 at the end and also 2 on this end for each panel, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now before we put it into the installation, make sure the locking nut is aligned in with the hole. The best way to check it by using the Allen key provided, and push it in like that, and make sure it's actually going through like that, and also for the rest of the hole as well. So make sure you check it all the way, so it's actually all aligned before we do the installation. Now first we put in the panel number 3 and the back like so. Now bear in mind also for this part here, make sure the upper bit must have 2 holes and 1 hole there, 2 holes there. Make sure it's the right size, and by using a 50mm screw lock in for both sides there, and 2 on this side, 1 on the top and also 1 on the bottom, and the same for the other side as well. Now next we're using a panel number 5. As you can see, there's 2 pieces here. The number 5 is the one got holes in the middle. So you can identify that it's got 1 hole there, 2 holes there, which is the item number 5. Next, as you can see, we align it in like this, in this position. Now once you have put it in position, we put 2 screws of 50mm, 1 there and also 1 in the middle there. Then we also put 2 on the side there, 1 there and 2 there, and we do the same for the other side as well. Once you have everything in position, then we start tightening up firmly. Now next we install in the 2 rod in, which is item number 9, which is a black rod here. Now for this particular part we're using a 40 mils screw to put it in and align it like so. One there and also one on the other side. Next we got a panel number 4, which is this piece here, the final piece. Now before we do that, we also put in the 2 wings there, like this position like so. Now for these 2 sides, they'll be using the 50 mil screw to tighten the side, 1 there and also 2 there, and we tighten it in firmly. And when we finish for this side, we do the same for the other side as well. Now notice for this particular part, make sure you got the checkered panel on the right panel like this, in the right position. If this one is upside down, we put in the checkered panel in this position like so, and same as the other side as well. Now once we have finished putting the wings there, we assemble the parts on top of the next panel like so, in this position. And then here we follow also another 2 of the 40 mils screw in, 1 there and also 1 there. And then we're using the Allen key tightly, firmly tied it in like so. Now once you finish putting that panel on top, firmly double check all screws each side there, make sure all the screw is actually tightly firm and screw in. Double check and there, and also double check on this side, make sure every single screw is actually tightly tied in. Now once you finish, we start putting in the headlight. Now for the headlight, you can see there's 4 holes. We also put 4 locking nuts in, 1 there, 2 there, and also 2 on the other side. Once again, make sure you use the Allen key to make sure the hole is actually aligned with the hole there before putting it in. Now once you put the headlight in position like that, we're putting 4 50 mil screw in, 1 on top, 1 at the bottom, and also 1 on top of this side, and also the 1 on the bottom. Now once you finish, using Allen key, we tightly firm in the headlight there, and follow locking the rest of the front screw as well, 1 there and also 2 there, and to the rest of the side as well. Now once you have finished, the bed now looks like that. Now next we're putting in 4 sticky tape in, sticky bracket in, 1 there and also 1 at the back as well, and we do the same for the other side as well before we put in the wheel. Now when we put in the wheel, we require 1 silver cap and also 1 65 mil screw like this. Now notice there are actually 2 holes there at the back there. Make sure the wheels is actually aligned with the 1 hole there and also 1 hole on the other side there. Okay. Now make sure the pin is actually inside the hole like that for both of the holes, so it will hold the wheel in properly. Now next we put in the silver cap in like so. Once the wheel is actually aligned, we put in the silver cap in, and also we put the 65 mil screw in on the other side in like that. Once we have in, now lightly screw it in. Please attention, do not over tight the cap, otherwise it will break. So make sure the screw only holding the cap only, but please do not over tight it. Now once you finish the back one, we do the same for the front as well. Make sure the wheel is actually aligned with the 2 pins that mentioned earlier, like that. 1 pin in, and also make sure the other pin fit into the hole as well, so it can hold the wheel properly in the right position. And we do the same as well again. Put the silver cap in and also the 65mm screw in from the back. And lightly screw in. Please again do not over tight it. And once you finish, we do the same for the other side as well. So once you finish with that bed, it should look like this. Now the last thing we need to do is putting the slate in. Now let's align the slate in like that and unfold the slate out. Now once you unfold it out and spread it out evenly like that, and now the whole bed is complete. Now the next step we need to do is put in the power adapter. Now next, the power adapter, as you can see, there's a black circular shape. You plug it in, and then the other adapter, and you put in the power. And then now the whole bed is complete. Now to switch it on, there's a switch here in the middle, and that's where you switch on and off for the lights. And now the whole bed is complete.